Hello, America. We're back again. It's time for another episode of Sizzle or Fizzle. I'm Rick.
And I'm your boy Cass.
Now, if you're familiar with this show, you already know. For those that are new, we listen to different artists, different genres. We determine whether we like it, whether we don't. At the end of the day, that means do we give it a sizzle or do we give it a fizzle? Cass,
Mm,
I'm old, bro. I'm old. I'm not going to lie to you. So
Yep.
I don't know too much about young people music, but um part of what we do on Sizzle or Fizzle, we're listening to a few things every so often uh, about what's going on in the Billboard Hot 100. That means it has to be current, and the current number one as of our last taping was from an artist named Shaboozey.
Yep.
Never heard of him. Name of the song is a bar song, Tipsy. I've been told that it's hot. I mean, it has to be hot. I mean, it's the number one song, right? So,
I will tell you this. It's cool. Um, I will tell you this, talking about being old. The song actually is a spinoff from what's his name? I think it's Quan, 2004. That's a rap song called Tipsy. And the lyrics in that song is actually in this song.
all right. Let's
Because you haven't heard it, I will keep it to myself and you enjoy. I can tell you this. This is how funky it is. It's a country music song, if you didn't know that.
I did not. Okay.
He actually is the second black person to hit number one on Billboard's Country 100 Billboard uh, charts. And guess who was before him?
If I'm correct, wasn't that Little Nas X?
No,
Okay.
Beyonce.
Oh,
When Beyonce dropped from number one, he went to number one. So back to back.
wow. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and check it out then. A bar song from Shaboozey.
My baby born a Birkin. She's been telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries, the list goes on and on. It's 9 to 5, ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. One, here comes the two to the three to the four. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. Two stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mom I ain't forget. Woke up drunk at 10 a.m. We gon' do this shit again. Tell your girl to bring a friend. Oh Lord. One, here comes the two to the three to the four. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. Two stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. One, here comes the two to the three to the four. When it's last call and they kick us out the door. It's getting kinda late, but the ladies want some more. Oh my, good lord. Tell them drink some. Cause I'ma pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Dale's got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Cause I'ma pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Dale's got a history. At the bottom of a bottle, don't miss me. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Kick me out the bar.
Okay.
Let me tell you, first of all, I will tell you that I had to look it up. I didn't know what a Birkin are.
Fill us in.
A Birkin is a handbag. And when I looked up the handbag that his girl wants, they ranged, just from what little I looked at, they ranged, what I wrote down, from $17,000 to $66,000.
Come again, this time in my ear.
That's what his girl wanted. That's what she's bitching about. So his whole purpose about this song is that he's just getting tired of working, and she's out here bitching about money and everything. And so he goes to the bar and gets jacked. And I will tell you, if you remember the song 2004, everybody in the club getting tipsy.
I do not. For me, first of all, I like the way he fuses it. I haven't heard enough or anything else from him for that matter. So I don't know if this is a one-off or if he fuses country with hip hop. Because there's a fine line. Is it really you, or is it a gimmick? You don't want to be the flavor of the month. Because I'll say this, for a lot of the young artists out there, a lot of them seem to be flashes in the pan. And you've heard me on this show talk about legacy artists before. That's because they've been around and they're still around. And if you really are true to the game, you stay in the game as long as you can. And that's what I want to see this younger generation of artists do. And he does show a tremendous amount of talent. I'd be interested to see, who produced it and listen to the rest of his album as a whole. As far as the song itself, it is a decent song. It's not something that would be on any of my playlists because I'm just a generation removed from, the sound. If it came on though, I wouldn't change the dial because again, it is nice. It's just not for me. Does that mean it's a fizzle? No. I would say it is a soft sizzle. And that's just my opinion. Cass?
Yeah. Well, I'll let you preach. So you preach. As far as the song itself, first of all, I think the brother is entertaining. It's also good to see your brother out there. One mode of a black or brown person hitting out there in the stereotypical Caucasian dominated genre of music. And then to be able to bring another minority driven style of music into that style of music.
Oh yeah.
And then reach it number one also was cool. I liked the way they still managed to get the violins and everything, or the viola in there and everything. Song was jumping. I would definitely get it. normally during songs, I try not to bounce to it, but I couldn't stop myself from doing it. So it's a little bit obvious that I was going to have a good time with this song, with the one to the three to the four.
And you know what? I
So,
I agree with you on all that. It is good to see that. And the reason why I bring up gimmick, I'm not saying that his was a gimmick, but you brung up Beyonce prior to that. I This is probably the unpopular opinion, but I believe that hers is more of a gimmick, just
why?
based on her track record. She doesn't have anything like that before. If she had a little bit of it in other albums, you could totally see it. I'm gonna use a good example. Darius Rucker, even when he was with Hootie and the Blowfish, there was a little country in that. So you could see in that and his solo albums, when he went country, he didn't just like flip it. He went to something that he was already doing or had experimented with.
Well,
I
that
can't
doesn't
say
mean
that
that
for
she didn't
Beyonce,
have it. That
and
doesn't
and
mean she didn't have it.
I'm not
One,
saying she
because you have
didn't,
to
but
look at where she came from. She was born in Texas, so that in itself is already a point in her favor. And then
yeah,
two, commercial wise, you're going to if you're money driven and fame driven, I guess you're going to perform what works and what has been working. And I guess now she's to a point where she doesn't have to really necessarily concern herself with what she does or how she does it or when she does it. So she put it out there, and you see the drama that came down on her for doing it. But then in the end, it still became successful.
right.
So
Now
I
I'll
don't
say
know.
this: you might be right, but only
You'd
time
be
will tell. If
crazy.
she comes out with one or two more albums that have a country flavor, that's cool. If she never goes back to it, then it's kind of suspect.
She might not. She might. We don't even know. She might have done a rock song on one of these albums that she's done and stuff. A
And
true
there's nothing
test of
wrong with it.
a true test of an artist is to be able to spread yourself across the genres. So just because she hung more so on, everyone has a dominant genre. When I
Yeah,
grew up as a musician, my dominant was pop. I would not do pop music today if I was still performing.
and I
So,
get that. And there's
but you
nothing.
look at Prince, and Prince could do everything.
Yeah, so could
So
Michael. And I'm not
so
saying
she,
anything's wrong with it at all. I'm just saying that if you're doing it with your heart, that's cool as hell. If you're
and I
doing
think
it
she
as a
did.
gimmick, then that's not cool.
Mm. Well, when it comes down to brass tacks, typically the ones that don't do gimmicks are the ones that aren't making it really too big in the business anyway. Everything is a gimmick that's going to get you over the top anyway. So, that goes without saying, but I don't know. The song itself, yeah, I'm cool with it. It definitely for me, playlist wise, it will make quite a few playlists, but definitely in the truck for sure. And it'll get a huge sizzle. I mean, did I do right?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's a soft sizzle for me. That doesn't mean that I don't, move my head to it. It's just nothing that would make any of my lists, anything that I would, listen to, go out of my way to listen to. It's just not for me. And I get that. It's for some people, not others, just like anything else that we've
Like
had here.
anything else, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. Top 100. I think, matter of fact, did I see this right? I think it actually was the longest, yeah, longest running number one hit on Billboard Hot 100 in 2024.
Hey, that's cool then, because that means that the crossover works well. And that's what we want at the end of the day. And like I said earlier, if you got these artists that are breaking barriers, I'm cool with that. That's real good. I appreciate it. That's what we want. I want to hear from you guys. What do
Breaking
you
barrier.
want?
Breaking barrier.
Give us something else that breaks barriers. It could be
Barrier.
any genre. Let
Any
us know.
genre.
Leave us a comment. Make sure that you like this video, share it with
Yes.
others, subscribe. That way you don't miss anything. But
And
leave us them comments.
don't forget that ding, ding, ding. Where's that ding, ding?
Yep,
Yeah, that
hit
ding,
that
ding.
bell for notifications. You'll never
Hit
miss an
that ding,
episode.
ding.
And we will be back with even
Guys and
more.
girls, hit the ding, ding.
Yeah. All right. We will see you guys in another one. make sure that you stay positive, stay blessed.
And people, please enjoy life and keep it moving.
Later.
Later.